Then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning. Hosea 6, verse 3. The end of all things is at hand. What we have done must not be allowed to place the period to our work. The captain of our salvation says, "Advance! The night cometh, in which no man can work." Constantly we are to increase in usefulness. Our lives are always to be under the power of Christ. Prayer is a heaven-ordained means of success. Appeals, petitions, entreaties between man and man move men and act as a part in controlling the affairs of nations. But prayer moves heaven. That power alone that comes in answer to prayer will make men wise in the wisdom of heaven and enable them to work in the unity of the Spirit, joined together by the bonds of peace. Prayer, faith, confidence in God bring a divine power that sets human calculations at their real worth, nothingness. In all ages, God has given human beings divine revelations that thus he may fulfill his purpose of unfolding gradually to the mind the doctrines of grace. His manner of imparting the truth is illustrated by the words, "His going forth is prepared as the morning." He who places himself where God can enlighten him advances, as it were, from the partial obscurity of dawn to the full radiance of noonday. As the sun goes forth upon its errand of mercy and love, as the golden beams of the day flood the canopy of heaven, and beautify forest and mountain, awakening the world by dispelling the darkness of night, so the followers of Christ should go forth upon their missions of love. It is the duty of every youth to place himself decidedly and without reserve on the side of Christ, in order that he may grow up to the full stature of a man in Christ Jesus. He will then be written as a man in the book of God. He will then be written as a man in the book of God, and will be a man not only in the estimation of men, but in the sight of God.